Amy, just in terms of that, even the riposte there from Biden doesn't exactly make him verbally eloquent.
No, and he didn't do himself any favors, and it's unfortunate because I think it made actually a confirmation to what most of us have actually believed has been taking place, is a cognitive decline happening before our very eyes. I mean, even further on in that conversation, he mentions that he spoke with the president of Mexico, but it was actually of Egypt. So he got confused even while he's trying to clean up after that whole announcement came out that he is having a tough time with his memory. And then on top of that, he became even further agitated and quite angry with another reporter who you would normally consider to probably be a friendly reporter. It was from CNN. And so it just didn't go over well at all.
I mean, if we're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, he was talking, this is a report by Special Counsel Robert Hur, and said that he would seem, if he was convicted, it would be difficult to convict him because he would come across like an elderly man with a poor memory to a jury. That's maybe a tactic, is it?
Well, he may have thought that he was doing Biden a favor by trying to soften the blow to some extent
or a tactic by Biden.
I'm sorry?
Or a tactic by Biden? I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, that's an easy way out, isn't it? Because he even goes on to say that he had everything, all of the documents in safe spaces, you know, like filing cabinets, when we know that's not true. There's actual photographs of boxes that he had kept in his garage by one of his cars that he's collected. So we know that also wasn't true. The whole thing really was just a bad PR stunt. And I think the Democrats are in trouble and they really need to look for a plan B.
I think the Democrats know they're in trouble as well. The inquiry found that he willfully retained and disclosed classified files, deciding not to charge him, as Sarah says, because of his age and because he is an older man. Now, he is the leader of the free world. Donald Trump, the Republicans will jump on this and say he's not fit for office, therefore it should be the younger man, although not by much. It should be the younger man, and therefore this hands victory, does it not, to Trump?
Well, it definitely helps fuel his fire. But, you know, let's take a look at Trump. Trump recently blamed January 6th on Nikki Haley when he meant to say Nancy Pelosi. So he, too, is having some memory moments of his own, maybe not quite as often or to the extent of President Biden, but he, too, is having a tough time. So, you know, right now, I think America, we're in turmoil. You know, we've got two very elderly individuals who are most likely going to have a rematch, and the majority of the country doesn't want it.
Yeah, what a choice to be confronted with. Donald Trump also thought a picture of his rape accuser, E. Jean Carroll, was actually his ex-wife, Marla Maples, and he was adamant that that's Marla, that's my wife, didn't he? Can I move on to the interview conducted by Tucker Carlson and broadcast last night with Russian President Vladimir Putin? What did you make of it, Amy?
Sure. Well, I was taken aback because I think really by giving this murderous dictator a platform to the Western world was a huge mistake. Not only does that show that he's, you know, supportive somewhat of Russian propaganda, but that also, you know, maybe even to a further extent of Iran and North Korea, because we know that the three of them have been conspiring, especially against the Western world. I was not happy with it. I mean, of course, there's free will. He's more than welcome to do whatever he pleases, but I was not happy with it.
And Tucker Carlson said no other journalist has asked Putin these questions. Well, they have tried to ask him those questions.
Right.
Putin has actually refused to do those interviews. Tucker Carlson also didn't push him. He didn't push him on anything. The alleged war crimes, for example, the removal of Ukrainian children. That just hands Putin a PR triumph.
Yes, and quite honestly, it was very tough to listen to, because even just the first 20 minutes was Putin just basically rambling on about history and then talking about how he wants to, have the denazification of Ukraine. And basically, in a nutshell, that means he wants to commit genocide.